Hey, today is day 3 of our Holy Week daily devotions, and this day has traditionally been called Spy Wednesday. And the reason for that is we'll see about it in our passage for today, Matthew 26, verses 14 through 16. It says that one of the 12 disciples, Judas Iscariot, went to the chief priest and asked them, "What will you give me to hand Jesus over to you?" The chief priest quickly gave him 30 pieces of silver, and then from that moment on, Judas was looking for an opportunity to get Jesus into their hands. Now, that's why this is called Spy Wednesday, because Judas, one of Jesus' inner circle, goes to the chief priest and offers to spy for them to help them take Jesus down. Now, Judas, we know from other parts of the Gospels that he was the handler of the money bag for Jesus and his disciples, and every now and then he would steal from that. And what he shows us is that while he had a close association with Jesus, his true allegiance was to himself and to money. And here he's realizing his time with Jesus is coming to a close, and so he wants to seize one last opportunity to cash in on his connection with Jesus. Now, this is a dark and really kind of sinister part of Holy Week. It brings with it a lot of intrigue and suspense, but it also brings with it 2 invitations for us to consider and to hopefully accept to make the most of our Spy Wednesday. The first invitation is to examine our hearts. You see, from Judas's perspective, he represents someone whose heart was not set on the things of God. Jesus had taught that man will serve either God or money, and Judas no doubt had chosen to serve the latter, money. And not long after this, we see this whole betrayal play out, and sadly enough, we get to see the great regret that Judas carries with him into the end of his life because of his choice of choosing money over Jesus. So today, an invitation is for you and I to examine our hearts. And maybe you can use Psalm 139, which is a prayer that says, "Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. Reveal any offensive way in me and lead me in the way everlasting." Because you see, wherever our hearts are, when it comes to our relationship with Jesus and money, God wants us to go in His direction to experience the full life He has for us and to experience the true riches that come in Him that actually no amount of money can buy. The second invitation is the invitation to experience healing. You see, if we look at this story from Jesus' perspective, he's going to be betrayed by a really close friend very, very soon. And he understands that wound. He understands that hurt, one that you and I probably have experienced as well. I know I have. And what Jesus is inviting us to do today is to let Him hear about our hurts. He wants to hear our hurts, and He wants to heal us of those hurts. And He also wants to help us understand those hurts in light of His bigger story, and to help us leverage that hurt that's been healed to write a better story. Because you see, while Judas' sin and betrayal of Jesus was a part of Jesus' story, it wasn't the end of his story. And He doesn't want that to be the end of your story or mine as well. So today, I invite you to examine your heart and to experience the true healing that Jesus can bring. That way you can experience the true riches and great joy that Jesus wants for you on this Spy Wednesday and to live from this Easter season forward.